Hello, everyone. Welcome to today's segment of Celebrity Corner. To tell you, we have one of the biggest celebrities we can talk about. He's a great talent. He was a football player. He was a former Super Eagles goal watcher, and he traveled far and wide playing football in Europe, in South America, Brazil, Boavista, and all of that. Yes, don't forget. And today he is a football agent. If I have to tell you everything, there'll be no time. So I want to introduce to you the man we call Ricky, Ambassador Ricky Owubokiri. You're welcome, sir.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Mr. Livu. Thank you for having me here. It's an honor.
The pleasure is mine. So starting off, would you briefly tell us where you come from, what you do now, because we know what you did and did so well. So what you do now, and let's start from there.
Yeah, presently I'm a players agent, so I do transaction of players from one country to another, one city to another city. I looked at everything. I said, well, let me get back home to try to help some of the players. I know we have some very, very outstanding players in this country, so why not start it in my state, River State? So I'm here presently today now. I'm here at the Palace of Eze of Eleleo.
Wow.
It's part of the project, so trying to see some players. I watched some players yesterday. I'll watch some players again on Monday. So we'll see. We'll take it up from there.
Okay. We'll take it up from there, and then we hope that some of the people you are picking will become the next Ricky Owubokiri. Hopefully, we look forward to that. Now, I want us to go back to the AFCON has just
Finished.
concluded.
Yeah.
It left us with some memories, some good, some not too good memories. What will be your general assessment of the tournament?
Well, like as you said, AFCON have come and gone. So what I will always advise people is to look back and see what were the things that would have been avoided. Because Nigeria, any time, any moment, has the conditions to win the AFCON Cup. But you see, there are things that has to be changed. So we have to face these things and try to change these things so that our national team will be one of the best in the world, not in Africa, in the world.
Well, things are to be changed, like you say. But now, a football icon, THIERRY, said that African referees do not meet the required mark. What is your take on that?
He's right. He's right. We saw some flaws. We saw during the AFCON, but that doesn't mean we should criticize all African referees. He is right in a way, but we have to look at the things in a broader mind, in a broader aspect. Some of the most important things we Africans still keep on doing is bad management. Until we look at these things in a way to sort them out once and for all, we'll find it very difficult. So it's not only referees, there are many things. Bad management, NFF should be at its best always, because Nigeria is a huge nation. So if you are selecting players, it should be the best players you're selecting, and you have to give them time. Let's do away with these old stories of players coming from abroad, for example, to play for the nation, and all the promises done, so it's not accomplished. It's a huge problem.
It's a huge problem. It's a huge problem. Well, I remember growing up, there used to be this dichotomy, particularly in your time, when we look at those from Europe and those from Africa, Nigerian
Okay.
league.
Okay.
And there was this, I would call it divide, where they said those, like a divide, kind of, like I said. But from my perspective, growing up and watching the likes of Yekini,
Okay.
Eshi, yourself, I will always say that, yes, the likes of Thompson Olia was good, even though he was Friday book. But I always feel that those guys, like you guys who came from Europe, I mean, you ran the show much better.
Yeah, yes, in some sense, because at the end of the day, when you go out of the country, you have some experience more than those people here, right? So I think we should give value to these players that have gone outside, did many things outside, and coming back to represent the nation. They should be supported. They should be given the credit. People should help them to get used to immediately to the system in Nigeria, so that they can, when they go into the pitch, they will do better.
Okay. All right. Going back to the pitch and doing better, like going back to the AFCON again, and how we do better and how we do not do better. Now, not too good rather. Now, not a few Nigerian fans, called out the Ghanaian and referee who handled right Nigeria, Morocco. Now, as an ex-player, as somebody in the business, how do you assess his performance?
It's so simple. You see, today's football is so simple. I mean, to take steps. If they had looked at these referees before the AFCON, if they have trained well the referees before this AFCON, you probably would not have such stories. This because we always make last-minute arrangements. This is what is spoiling our football in general. I think there should be a group of referees that would have been trained before any major competition like the AFCON, but they are not. Should we say that was lack of funds? No, it's not lack of funds. I think it's lack of, I will use our words, it's lack of knowledge probably.
Okay.
So we have to train our referees. We would have trained our referees long ago, before the AFCON.
And maybe because we have not trained our referees good enough, and some calls were seen to be not too good, and it must have accentuated what happened from the Senegalese side when they played Morocco. Now, at the end of the day, the coach was banned. Looking at everything, what do you think about that ban? Was he right? Was he and his players right to work hard on the pitch, or?
It's never correct to walk out of the pitch. Although they had reason, but it's never correct. So we shouldn't encourage that. We should encourage decent football always being played.
But there were frustrations.
Let the best win. But then I know there were frustrations, there were everything. That's the thing. If things are working properly, if the various national federations are working properly, doing what they should do, we shouldn't have had such situations.
Yeah, let's hope that they do what they should do, so that we shouldn't have been having such situations in the future. And now, Super Eagles, your team, your former team, they did well considerably in AFCON against supposedly bigger teams, and in the World Cup campaign qualifiers, where we would say that they met, on paper, weaker teams, and they could not cross the line. Where do you place the blame?
Do you know why?
Why?
I will come back again. Better arrangements should be done. They shouldn't bring in players, for example, from abroad. keep them in the hotels without letting these players to be training every day. In my own time, that was one of the problems I had. That was even one of the reasons I stopped calling me to the national team. They will invite you to come over. They will make a lot of promises. When you come in, we'll pick you up at the airport, we'll take you to the hotel, we'll arrange for you to do training. But they will never come out for training. They will never pick you up for training. They will only do that 2 days prior to the game. So I have my name at stake. I will not go into a match without training well. But this is what has been happening all these years. People should know. For example, they'll tell you, okay, we'll pay you your flight ticket. They will never. The last time I played for Nigeria was in 1994, if I'm not mistaken, against South Africa. I think I scored the first goal against South Africa.
Okay.
Believe what I'm going to tell you now. My ticket was not given back to me.
You flew to South Africa on your...
No, it was in Lagos.
Okay, so in Lagos.
Okay, we won 4-0. We won. I scored the first goal. Yes.
Wow.
Now,
I remember the man.
yes, it's Surulere. Yes.
Like this.
You see now, till today I'm talking to you. They didn't pay me back my flight ticket, my match bonus, nothing. So how do they want to encourage somebody to come from far to play for Nigeria? It's not because of the money, but everyone wants to feel welcome when he's coming back home, right? But they will never do that. These are the bad managements we talk about.
Bad management, and some countries, particularly in some countries, have gone back to their immediate ex-players, not just, immediate ex-players to run the affairs of their football, either in coaching or in FA. Remember Samuel Eto'o, remember these other guys, the song, and all of these people. Yeah. when are we going to have Ricky Owubokiri?
Yeah, but in Nigeria, this is, I think it's almost something forbidden. I would say that's a word I would use here in Nigeria. They will not let you to go into such a position. We can do it. I've gotten a lot of experience as a manager in football. I almost contested to become the first African to be a president in Brazil. Almost, yes. They will let you in Brazil, but here they will not let you. So these are the things that we should try to change, modernize.
Glass house, right?
Yeah.
I hope they are hearing. I hope they. No. Let's go back to the World Cup. There was a massive attendance of world icons, entertainment icons. We saw Akon. We saw a lot of them, Alhaji Diop, a lot of, even in the music industry, football, and all of that. They came to Africa as Zinedine Zidane. What does that portend for AFCON?
You see, Africans should give value to Africans. But here in Nigeria, I think it looks like, I'll use that word again, it's a taboo for you to see former Green Eagles players in big positions like in the federation, in the football associations, or in the clubs, managing the clubs. It's a taboo here in Africa. We should change our mindset.
Yeah, we really have to change our mindset. We have to now look at it. We don't qualify for World Cup. We didn't need AFCON glory. So where is survivors in your mind?
Nowhere.
Very tragic.
Nowhere, unfortunately.
It's been so wonderful. Now let us look at what's your high point in football as international.
I've decided to focus on Africa now. That is the reason I'm here as well, like I told you. So I'm trying to see if I can help some African players in one way or the other to go to Brazil, to go to Argentina, Chile, South America as well. to go to Europe. I played very well in Europe as well, Portugal, Spain,
yes.
France. I played in France as well. So let's see the opportunities that we'll have to take these players outside.
Let's hope that these players will really be taken outside and we have new and even much better players like
Owubokiri is more, better.
Yes. We have I have a nostalgic feeling about your team. That generation remains the best. I want to call from when West Ham came 1989 to 1996. That generation is wonderful, and I don't think we have been able to surpass it. Have we?
Management.
We hope that people in Glasshouse are actually listening and making the right moves. Good. So, sir, let's get to this place is a little more, and we're in the palace of Easy. Something brought you. What will you say about the training, the people you are meeting? I was there yesterday. I saw how you were, pruning people and trying to get the best out of them. Well, how do you look at that project generally?
Like I told you,
Lala's angle.
Yeah, Lala is a gentleman, sports-loving man, and he brought me here to Lelewon yesterday. I spent the whole day here yesterday, and very well received. And I'm looking forward, like I told you, I'm looking forward to seeing if we can help some Rivers Group boys. Why not from Lelewon as well?
Yeah.
Why not from Okrika? Why not from Kalabari? Why not from Opobo, Boni, Eche, Omoko, Ahuda? Why not? Take some players, try to take some players out and see if they can bring Rivers' name up again at international level.
Not so many youths are like Lala, who after his playing time has continued to be in the game, trying to inspire, it's a big honor to these players and a big kudos to him, Lala, to have brought somebody like you to talk to them, to look at them. What advice would you give to him?
Lala has always been in touch with me all this while, and we have planned this training of yesterday and some other trainings we are going to have in the future. All I say he was a good player. He knows, he understands, and I commend him on the job he's doing here in Lelewon. It's not easy. I commend him, yeah.
During his time, used to be our own can, lanky, and he touching me forward and all of that.
Yeah.
That is, those moves. And as a person, I also commend him. And I know what it means to groom people. In my field, I try to do that. I know when yesterday we were drawing map, we're telling them crossover, I laughed. I knew that. Though not in football.
That's modern football, yes.
Yes.
Modern football.
Mine is not in football, but I know what it takes to impart some knowledge to the younger generation. And I really, really commend you and all of you who are doing this. I thank you. On behalf of the people you are helping.
Thank you so much.
Some of them may not even understand.
Thank you so much.
But we know and we appreciate you. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
It's been wonderful talking to you, but I want to ask your awards. Congratulations on the immediate one, and we will always celebrate greatness.
Thank you so much.
Resume greatness.
Thank you so much.
Thank you for being here.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. God bless you.
Yes, we've been talking with the enigma himself, the man who scored goals for fun, the man who was a big challenge to our attacker who's it's not easy having such people on your court. And I want to appreciate every effort made in having it. Thank you very much.
This is the one. Where do you see a
My name
woman?
is Alobi.